Hey, it's Michelle Butt. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the difference between emotional intelligence and what I like to call facial intelligence. Whenever I tell people about what I do, they say, "Oh, like that guy, like lie to me? Is it body language? Can you tell if I'm lying?" And that is actually a different science than the one that I focus on. What that type of in the moment looking for emotional clues, whether someone's lying or getting angry or happy or sad, that all speaks to honing into your emotional intelligence. So understanding where the person is emotionally in the moment in order to then gauge how they're feeling, how they're reacting, and then act appropriately if it's going to be with empathy or with strategy or whatever that may be. But what I do, the facial intelligence, which is what I call it, the face reading part is more about reading the patterns of behaviors and thoughts and reactions that someone has developed over time as a result of just who they are innately and their response to their own life experiences. So without even having to elicit any kind of emotional reaction from someone in the moment, you can look at their face and from their eyebrows, their nose, their wrinkles, their mouth, discern how they predictably behave in certain situations and in certain circumstances. So, for example, you are able to understand just by looking at someone's eyebrows how they make decisions, by looking at their nose how they feel about the quality of their work, how they feel about being a leader or an employee, or whether they need to be in control or not, or if they're a perfectionist or not. And all of those things can help you paint the picture of that person's general personality and then help you tailor your interaction with them. So, facial intelligence to me is really the building of relationships based on an understanding of how another person behaves over and over and over again. So, their behavioral patterns. And so if you are anyone in some kind of service work like me, I'm a coach, or if you're in sales or real estate or anything like that, facial intelligence knowledge can be very, very beneficial to you, because even before you meet that client, whether you're just looking at a picture of them that you've Googled, or when they just step out of a car or walk into your office, just by looking at the features on their face, not even them having to open their mouth yet, you can get a good idea as to how to start tailoring your interaction with them based on what their features say about their patterns, how they're going to think, how they're going to feel, how they're going to want to be approached. And that can dramatically change the communication that you have and then the outcome. So if you're a coach who wants to solidify better and stronger and more meaningful relationships with your clients, help them articulate what they can't say, because sometimes the pain or the emotions are so deep and yet they show up on the face, then this is something that you might want to start thinking about learning. Or if you're in sales or real estate or any kind of other service industry, you might want to say, "Oh, that's something I would like to learn, because if I could tell from that person what kind of house they might be looking at just by their nose or just by their chin, or if I could understand how they're going to make their buying decisions so I would know how to tailor my sales pitch to them," then you would have such an advantage and be able to get more positive results and outcomes based on your industry. So that's why I love this work, just in terms of work. And yet, I'm not even going to take the time today, because this is already running a little long, to get into how it helps in personal relationships. But so just so you know, that's the difference between body language and emotional intelligence and face reading and facial intelligence. And this is why I love what I do, because I get to share insights of people's patterns in who they really are every day just by looking at their faces. So today, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you begin to hone your emotional and facial intelligence, because remember, faces speak louder than words. I'll talk to you soon. Until next time, I'm Michelle Butt.